Alright, welcome back everyone. We are back at base. Wipe day was yesterday for vehicles, so we are without a vehicle. The garage is empty. There's nothing in there. So, it's the end of the season anyways, so I think what we're going to do is just cruise around the map on foot. Show you how to avoid trouble and show you how to navigate in a way that's not going to get you killed here on a PvE server. Okay, just bear with me a minute, folks. How do we do this? I'm very new to all of this. All right, here we are. We got a little bit of food, we got a little bit of water, plenty of ammo for I think we got 4 guns on us. Sharpening stone. We're not really out on a mission. We're just going to peruse the map a little bit, here being the end of the season. Not a big point in trying to accumulate anything right now. Today is Friday, and the banks are going to close at the end of the day Sunday, so I won't be able to trade the seller or sell to the trader. I don't think I'm going to sell my base. That deadline is today, and I'd like to still use it as a base for the time being. So after banks close, I don't know if it'll be... I think last season they gave us about a week before reset after the banks closed, and so we just did events, messed around, crashed cars, just a lot of pointless stuff waiting on the server to reset to do a full wipe. So I don't know if this season will be the same or not. Word of advice, if you're on foot, just jog, don't run. You'll blow through your stamina, especially on a map like this, on a server like this where you don't have infinite stamina. You'll run out of wind pretty quick anyways, and you'll deplete your food and water pretty quick. So I just do short bursts if I'm kind of curious and interested in something, but other than that, if I'm doing long distance, I'm mostly just walking. Let's see, what do we got here? Is this epoxy putty? So this epoxy putty you can use to repair a few different things. It can be used to repair a helmet. Maybe I'll show you at some point. A couple other things. Can't quite remember. I don't use it too often because I tend to come across enough helmets. But we'll put that in the inventory. Maybe we'll get a chance to use it. So here's a good demonstration. So this was somebody's little stash house they had created, and on this server, it's a no-raid server, and that mostly goes for flagged bases, bases that have been registered through the Discord server and have a flag. A lot of these stash houses, it's frowned upon to break into them, but it's not against the rules on this particular server. So what it does is it encourages people to actually register their base. That way, if you get raided, you at least have some form of recourse. If you don't have a flag and it's not a registered base, you can still defend this. If I'm trying to break in here and somebody's in there, they can defend me. They'll get an auto ban if they kill me, but they can appeal that. They'll clip it through their Xbox. They'll show the administrators, and they'll get unbanned. So that's kind of how this operates on this particular server. Is you get to protect yourself. You get to protect your property. You get to protect your vehicle. You just have to clip it. You just need evidence in case somebody, decides to ban you. So this one right here has been pretty empty. Nobody seems to have touched it. It still has a gate on it, so more than likely what happened here is somebody started building and just stopped. For whatever reason, they decided not to complete this wall and use this setup. So I know with my base being pretty close to here, I really don't see people come through often at all. Every once in a while up on the road that goes through town, I'll hear cars and gunshots, but as far as running through these fields, it doesn't happen too often. So I did notice, I think about last week, down over here by this pond, there was actually, looked like someone was, well, I don't know if we're going to go down there or not, but they were trying to build something of a base, but again, it looked like it was abandoned, like they just stopped working on it. No flag, so it would be raidable. I really don't like raiding because I don't want my stuff raided, and this is a PvE server, not a PvP server. So we're just gonna venture on. We get this town up here. It's usually pretty busy and oftentimes gets gassed out. So I try to just avoid it for the most part. It attracts a lot of attention. There's a lot of zombies up there. So it looks like we got one right here, right in the middle of the field. So not a big deal if I make noise, because there's not going to be a lot of zombies in this field right here with us. But I'm going to go silenced anyways. And there's another one right behind him. That's a manageable amount of zombies. Running suppressed allows you to fire. Like if I was in town, I would run only suppressed for sure, so I didn't attract attention of every zombie in town. Oh. There we go. Try for headshots if you got the time. Who the hell was that? All right. Don't forget to put your guns away. You'll accidentally drop stuff if you just carry it around in your hand if you're not careful. So what is that up there? Is it a flag post? All right, let me set some of my presets. I'd emptied a lot of my stuff out so I could do a trader run yesterday. Yeah, it is. So we're gonna go with a louder gun. Just to show you guys the difference. See, that got his attention. They're just the bigger the caliber, the louder the gun, the more likely you are to attract attention. I'm going to kneel. This is a distance shot. Kneel down for a little more support. There we go. All right. Don't forget to reload too, especially on a gun like this where you've only got four or five rounds. Keep that gun topped off. Yes, I'm running. I know. We're just going to go up to the top of this hill. And I'll go back to walking. So for those of you who might not know, this is, let's see if I can pronounce it, Giralto, on the Livonia map. There's quite a good selection of loot in there. It's still lower loot, but there's building supplies, food, basic guns. You're not gonna. There is one spot you may find an M16, or other kind of mid-tier weapons, but it's nothing too special. All right, so if we wanted to just avoid this guy, and I was nervous about him seeing me, I'm just going to crouch like this. Don't walk, just crouch and walk away. Oh, we got smoke. I think we're going to go check that out. So they're not close enough to me to really notice me. As long as I keep my distance and don't run, they usually won't pick up on me. It was a little strange these last weeks. This last week or so, right? If banks are going to close in a couple of days, and I have no vehicle, there's really no purpose in me collecting loot other than to satisfy my own needs. All right, so let's go check out that smoke, and then we'll go check out a military base. It's a little bit more in that direction. So going through here, we've got a chance of encountering wildlife for sure. Um, maybe we run into a bear, which on foot is a different story for sure, but more than likely we won't. We have a higher chance of running into a pack of wolves down here, which is manageable with the outfit that I've got. So, if I'm correct, I believe that smoke is in... Oh, if I can remember the name of the town here. Not Dolnik. Between Dolnik and Gierto. Konopki. I believe it is Konopki. Fields just to the west of Konopki. See, folks, look how quick my stamina runs out with the weight that I'm carrying. I'll just blow through my water and my food if I'm doing that constantly. That's just a wood pile, right? Yep. In fact, about a week ago, I was over here meeting up with a friend. I was going from base over to the Dolnik area and decided I was going to go through the woods to avoid zombies. And when I got to about here, wolves started howling, and I hung out on this dam, and they had no choice but to come at me one at a time on this dam. And I was able to just basically lay them all right here. Bang, 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 bang. I scun them out. I actually didn't even have room to carry them, so I stockpile them. And the guy I was meeting up with is relatively new to the server, so I gave him the pelts. I went and met up with him, and on our way back through, we stopped in and grabbed them. They'll stay there even after a server reset usually, at least for one or two server, at least one server reset. So there is a bear spawn not too far from where we're seeing the smoke. So we're just going to stick right in the field. Maybe we'll come across a deer, or I don't think the wild boar up this close, or down the south, I should say. So I don't know if this smoke is going to be a supply drop or a helicopter crash. We'll see. So in this particular server, we have what's called airdrops, and there's usually, I think, about 4 of them. Usually one is building supplies, one is food, which would be food related items. Food, drinks, cooking pots, cooking stoves, gas canisters, canteens, that type of thing. And then the building supplies, nails, wire, boards, logs, hatchets, hammers, pliers, just the stuff you would need to build. And then we have, let's see, sometimes there's an explosive airdrop, and they'll actually drop, a pallet that's got either plastic explosives or claymores, grenades, that type of thing. What is the other one? I think there's one more. Medical. They have a medical one that'll drop a pallet of medicine, bandages, just a variety of things you would need if you got hurt out here. So, and they spawn in once a server reset in, I want to say random locations, but they're only random to a point. So we're not even going to take anything here. I feel like if we're not careful, we're going to run right into a bear. So I can find those airdrops on the Discord and actually look at an iSurvive map to know where they're dropped at the beginning of every server reset. Sometimes they're close and they're worth running out to. Other times they're, opposite end of the map and it's just not worth it to make that trip unless you really need the supplies. Am I hearing wolves or not? All right, let's check our map. I might be just a little bit off here. All right, we want to bang it hard that way. Yeah, more like that way. Put your map away, you will drop it if you don't. I'm going to run just because I can. I've got enough water and food on me for a little bit. End of the season. If I got to scrounge for you guys, that's not a big deal. I'm wondering if maybe I was off about the location of that smoke. an eye out for wildlife while you guys are going through these fields. Be kind of out of the blue, you'll spook a deer or something that you might have been able to scope if you hadn't been just busting through. All right, so that tower right there is a custom base, so I've got my bearings again. I think if that smoke is where I think it is, which it may not be, I think we need to head right up this road. There is a bear spawn here, so you guys may get to see me tangle and get knocked out by a bear. Hey, there we go. We were right. So quite a few. So helicopter crash. So quite a few zombies. So let's see about picking a few off. Ooh. Okay, so far so good. Let's reload. Nice slow approach. We're going to look for heads poking out on the horizon. These helicopter crashes too. Look off a little bit further. Sometimes these zombies are quite a ways away from the crash, and they'll sneak up on you after you get in there. Let's see. Nice trick. If you guys make it to the helicopter, you're getting overwhelmed. Just run right up this rotor. You're pretty safe from here. You can take your time. Single shot weapons if you need. Alright, let's see what we got here. Beret. Tactical goggles. What's in the... Might as well take some food. Is this a 1911? It is. Let's pull the ammo out of it. 45 ACP seems to be a little challenging to find this late in the game for some reason. I doubt we'll find a M79, but let's take that anyways. Equip it onto our vest. Alright, let's see. It's now a good time to change our pants. Nope. Let's change our gloves out there. Let's see. Usually there's a weapon in here. So, Canopy is right there. That would be Canopy Medical Center. And there can be a bear spawn right in here. You never know what you're going to find. So I think we'll double back. We'll check out this military zone that's kind of that way. All right, folks, bear with me just a second. All right, we're back. So if I were to shoot this guy right here with this 308 or even my KA-74, we would probably get all the attention this town has to offer. So we're not going to do that. These bear spawns often will come two at a time, so we hear one, we might find two. I'm going to try to avoid the bear, though. Unless I dump a whole mag into him, I'm still probably going to get ripped up a little bit. Trick is if you've got to travel a route, you're on a road, stick to the side. You won't wear your boots out quite so fast. I try to usually keep a leather repair kit on me in case I've got to repair my boots. But you can make them last a little bit longer if you just stick to the side of the road instead of right down the middle of the road. So I've been running, trying to put a little distance on for you guys, and as you can see, my water's dropped. I was pretty well topped off when I left base, so that just shows you, right? 10 or 20 minutes of running, or even half-ass running. If you don't have a couple of canteens on you like I do, you can run out of water pretty quick out here, which is not fun. All right, up here on our left there'll be a road. We'll take that road down. That'll bring us to this military complex I'm looking at. I've got to say, I've played other servers with infinite stamina, and even though you'll run out of food and water faster than if you were just walking, that infinite stamina is pretty nice to have. Did you guys see that? Hello. Not much. What's going on? Nice. You looking for anything in particular? I'm Stocky Emu. JR Bob Dobbs. Well, nice to meet you. Looking for what in a generator? A boat. I got you. You're probably a little. You're. Oh, a belt. I got you. I got you. Yep. Nice. You play on the server. I found a couple of this season, but I think I had one at base. I think I gave it away already though. Yep. You play on the server. Nice, nice. Yeah, it was that was a couple of weeks last season, and this whole season here. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's not. I've played servers that are I guess too easy, if you will. They give everything away. It gets boring. This one keeps it just hard enough to keep it interesting without being too overwhelming. Yeah. See, I'm over in Guillerto, not too far from here. Oh, the Boy Scout camp. Um, are you like on the north end of Guillerto? If you were heading to Sitnik, you'd take that left road. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Do you put like bear hides in a shelter outside your base? Okay, okay. Yeah, I play with a couple other guys who say they've chit chatted with you and stuff, and that they pick up pelts there occasionally. So you don't do much of the economy stuff on here. Gotcha. 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 Well, that's pretty generous. Cool. Nice. Well, I'm gonna go to this military base over here. Kind of scope that out. Might. might be able to find a belt there. If I do, I'll message you.
Sweet.
All
Yeah,
right,
or if you're near my place, just drop it in a little shelter there.
you got
There's
it.
4 or 5 headdresses, wolf headdresses in there right now.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I think I'm done. Right, bank closes Sunday, so I think I'm done. I'm just out playing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully they don't
All
jack.
right. Well,
Hopefully
nice
they don't.
meeting you.
Yeah, same. Have a good one.
You too.
And that's the benefit of playing on a PvE server. People don't fuck with you. They're nice. He's giving away his pelts. That's easy money right there. You were on a PvP server. That guy probably would have smoked me. Let's see if we can find him. Junior Bob Dobbs right there. So that's the military base we're going for. You can, I think that's the wall beside the road. It's not quite the military base, but right in there. I don't know if you guys can see any of that. That's where we're headed. Top of this hill coming up. Sometimes there's a bear spawn at the military compound and a wolf spawn, so it can get kind of lively. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm gonna have to break this habit this last week. I like to check these little sheds. Sometimes you'll find ammo or a hunting knife. Right, we're gonna do the KA-74. It's not quite as loud. Not even sure why I'm taking any of this stuff. UR mag. Wow, what do I have? A Lamas. Oh, What the? Felt like I wasn't even able to hit that guy. All right, let's check these containers. And just another magazine I don't really want. Oh yeah. Nah. Make sure you guys thoroughly check these vehicles too. All right, box ammo in the back seat. That one sticks out quite a bit, but that one blends in a little. Sometimes it requires to do a vicinity check to be able to get some stuff. It'll spawn in kind of a weird way. Got a K-74. Yeah, we're just not collecting guns right now. What is going on over there? Somebody building a base? I wonder if they started building a base and then realized it was a gas zone. Well, that's what I shoot, so let's take it. I also shoot 308. I guess we'll take it. Ooh, 9mm. We need that. All right, this is a field transceiver. I guess if you hook that up to a car battery, you're able to, I don't know, use walkie-talkies or something. I don't know if you broadcast with it or what. This tower usually has something decent in it. Well, not today. And be careful walking down these. Sometimes you'll glitch out and it'll throw you. Folks. Where now? Let's go check out this base, see what these guys were thinking. gates. This is kind of like the base I was telling you about earlier. Close to my base. It's not really a base yet, but somebody started building something similar. Just setting all their posts first. And it's kind of since been abandoned. I think we're too fat to jump over. I don't know, let's find out. Get my stamina up. I can't even jump. So we got a hunting stand over here. We'll check. There's a little police station. We'll pop a few zombies off of that. Let's do a little more 308. Haley Rogers, hello. Daisy's going good. We're at the end of the season. Bank is going to close, I think, on Sunday, so we're kind of in goof off mode. Exploring the map a little bit, getting you guys filled in on what this server is like. Some of the tactics I use, and yeah, little tips and tricks. Well, you let me know if there's anything you guys want to know. Or want to see. Been playing on this server, let's see, seasons are about 8 weeks. I played the first, about 2 weeks into the last server. So I'm just about 10 weeks on this server. Yep, oh. All right. Ooh, 64 Bison Mag. I think unfortunately that's 380, right? I don't shoot 380. Okay, you guys got a belt on you. All right, not much over here. Is there nothing in the back of this, right? Let's go check this hunting stand. Sometimes they'll have a Longhorn 308 handgun, single shot. Wait a minute. We're already over here. I'm losing my mind. Other favorite games besides this? Honestly, I haven't played a lot of the newer games. I've only had a newer Xbox. This is the version XS. Only had this for about a year. I did play some Pal World. I grew up on Pokemon, so it intrigued me a little bit. The thought of being able to, I don't know, do kind of a Pokemon-esque type thing, but with machine guns and rocket launchers. It was actually kind of a fun game. Good base building, too. Oh, right between his legs. There we go. Okay. Oh, running out of breath. Yeah, maybe I have good taste in games. I don't know. I tried to get other people to play both Palworld and DayZ, and nobody seems to want to. Which I kind of get. There's a lot more to it than just playing Fortnite, you know. I've never played any of those games. There's just been so much for me to learn here on DayZ that I've kind of been stuck here for a while, which I like. Just realized there was different types of servers out there, like role-playing servers and what's the other one? Quest-based servers. I've got one of those going right now, quest-based one. I really haven't done much. I joined it as like a quiet PvE server that I could kind of goof around on, but didn't realize it was quest-based till I got into the Discord. So it's a little slow right now, but usually what I do is, this is an economy-based server, so you make money by looting and bringing it to a trader, selling it. You can buy stuff through the trader as well. And one of the big money makers is pelts. So I do a lot of hunting, bear and wolves mostly, but I'll take any other animal if they come across my path. Streaming schedule, I haven't quite figured one out yet. I've been streaming almost every day for, I think this is day 4. I didn't stream a lot yesterday. I just started, really just started, which you might be able to tell by my small amount of followers. All right, we're coming up to town, so maybe what I'll do is I'll show you guys how to sneak through town without being noticed, or minimally being noticed. Sometimes you can't help it. Yes, very new. I think what was 4 days ago? What's day? Friday, Tuesday. I think Tuesday was my first day streaming. Hungry and thirsty. All right, let's eat some food here before we go through town. We don't need to give our location away with a grumbling stomach. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. If there's anything you guys want to see or are curious about, just let me know. I'm doing this to show people that DayZ's more than just a PvP, get killed all the time, get raided, lose all your stuff, miserable. I mean, sometimes that's fun, but sometimes you just want to play, not worry about other people killing you. So this is what this server's about. If you were tuned in earlier, we actually ran into another fella, and zero paranoia about running into other people. That's a pretty nice feeling. Is that just a hay bale out there? Oh, that's a pig. All right, folks, let's do some hunting. What do we think? 200 meters. Got him. I am from the eastern half of the United States. How about you? I gotta keep it kind of vague for my own protection. I'm too new to this stuff. I'm a little paranoid about giving away personal information. All right. So we shot our animal. Let's skin it out. So, by the way, folks, if you're hunting and you're not wearing gloves when you gut an animal, you gotta either wash your hands or next time you eat something, you're gonna get sick. So if you wear gloves, it eliminates that. We'll take some meat. We'll do a little cooking later. I got room for it. So you can disinfect your hands with different things. You can wash them with water. But I find, I find enough gloves around. Just wear gloves. They'll protect your hands from getting cut as you're sliding down. Oh, I forgot we were trying to be sneaky. So silence guns only if you're trying to sneak through town. You can sneak up on these guys and knife them too. Ah, from the UK. I got a few people on the server from the UK. Oh God. All right. Let's get into the game here. Seems like people from the UK really like this game. I mean, I don't watch a ton of streaming, but it seems like a lot of DayZ stuff is put out by you folks over there in the UK. I'm sorry I don't have that lovely voice you guys have. I mean, you guys could just about do audiobooks on DayZ, and I think people would watch. All right, so we're sneaking up. We're just gonna be nice and quiet. We're gonna go slow. We're gonna take our time. Take our time with our aiming. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. All right. Well, as they say, man makes plan and God laughs. All right. Take note of how much ammo you got in your gun too. You don't want to run out when you need it. Yeah, you got friends you play with from the U.S. Have you ever been to the U.S.? Currently, I don't have a job, but it's by my own choice. I've been fortunate enough to I make a made a good little charge of money here in these last couple of years, and was able to take time off to build my own house. Um, I actually should probably go back to work here pretty soon, but like I said, I own my own house. I have no mortgage. I have no car payment. I have no student debt. I'm about as free as one can get, if that makes sense. I basically just got to pay the bills I make every day. So internet, no water bill. I got my own well, so I mean, I built my house 100% myself. So I dug my own well, did my own septic, poured my own foundation, framed, sheathed, sided, insulated, wired, plumbed, did it all myself. So I saved a good little charge of money there and had some left over. So I was able to take, well, let's see, I'm probably minus doing little stuff here and there, helping out family. I think I've been not working for 10 months. So it's almost time to go back. I don't know what I'll do. Done a variety of different things, mostly manual labor. It's kind of taken a little bit of a toll on me, but hey, whatever. Yeah, we built houses for a while. I did tree service for a while, so I didn't do a lot of the climbing, but I did some climbing. We climbed trees and actually cut them down from the top. Speed run some limbs. Did a few crane jobs. So that was a lot of fun. That was a fun job. Physical, but fun. Okay, nice slow walk through town. Just keep your ears peeled, keep your eyes peeled. You don't have to do this. You can sneak right by him if you want. But if someone busts me on the other side of that hill, there's a good chance this guy will come running too. And we might as well take him out now. And while we're at the well, let's refill our canteen. It's a game of opportunity, folks. Alright, let's reload that magazine. I think I got a couple rounds left I can put in it. So pistols don't have a ton of range, so we're gonna kind of sneak up on this guy. Sounds like I got another one to my left, the other side of this wall. That's the nice part about third-person view. Let's take a look. All right, he shouldn't bother us too much. All right, is this fella armored? He's got a stab vest on, so headshot only. Ah, we got him. I thought I was going to miss. No, I play on Xbox. Well, I'm glad it's good. I don't really get to watch it from other people's perspectives often, so I'm glad the quality's there. See, I have a PC upstairs, but I can't figure out the controls that well. Yeah, I grew up on PlayStation 1. I had a PlayStation 1 when everybody else was getting a PS2. And I had a Game Boy Advance, all hand-me-down equipment. And then my brother gave me an Xbox 360, which I played on for years. And that finally broke. I fixed it. It broke again. So I said, all right, it's time. We like playing enough that time to get a new console. So I bit the bullet, spent the money on the Xbox Series X, and yeah, had to upgrade my internet, figure out how to play online, start paying for subscriptions. Oh, it got expensive, but it's fun. Yeah, of course. Suggest away. All feedback is appreciated. All right, let's have a little fun here. I know we were sneaking through town, but oh, oh, oh. Oh, he's Ooh, inventory's full. Ah! Ah, I wanted to shoot him. Yeah, yeah, okay, alright. Bear with me a moment. Alright, hold on, let me take a look here. Well, I certainly appreciate that suggestion, and like I said, I'm still pretty new to a lot of this, so I get a little nervous giving out information. It seems like a lot of people ask to join me on Discord, and I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what that's about. If that makes any sense, I'm not quite sure if I don't know the benefit of adding anybody on Discord, to be honest with you. But if you could enlighten me on it, that'd be great. Because like I said, I'm pretty new to a lot of the stuff. I mean, I've only been playing this game for maybe 6 months. I'm pretty new to all the Discord. I'm new to the online play for the most part. So custom and attractive identity, which engages viewer. Could you explain that to me? I think maybe we'll go do a little sniping. Do you post on Twitch? Do you live stream yourself? I think I'm too heavy to get up here, right? I can't even jump. I'd have to. Well, let me take my backpack off. Let's see. Let's check out my inventory. Make sure we get some ammo. 17 out of 20. So we'll put a box ammo in there. Now let's drop a couple things. See if we can get up on this roof. Oh, sweet. We did it. So how is Discord different than Twitch? Is there like Discord profiles? I mean, I have one, but it seems pretty basic. versus like a Twitch account, which I would understand would need to be a little more attractive. But Discord, that's really just for communications, right? Let's do 300 yards. Finish it. All right. Let's zoom out. Where are these sheep at? Whoa. Couple of crawlers, huh? There we go. Well, I'm a pretty imaginative fella. I bet if you explained it to me, I'd be able to visualize it pretty well. So you're saying I should make my Twitch page more visually appealing? Do a different banner or something? Now, are you trying to show me pictures on your of your Discord or pictures of your Twitch account? Did I lose you, Haley Rogers? All right, let's keep walking. I think what I'll do, though, I'm gonna drop some of this meat here, and if it's still good, maybe we'll cook it up later. Somebody's driving. Yeah, so vehicle wipe was yesterday, so everybody went crazy trying to find a vehicle. Oh, hope this guy doesn't try to run me over. Somebody's having fun. Hopefully this isn't a griefer. Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, not too much.
Just from this beta, I'm going on vacation starting today, so if you want that.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that'd be great. You
Yeah, take it.
JR Bob Dob?
Yep, yeah, Mad Dog.
Gotcha. Okay. So I just chit chatted with you earlier. Yeah, that's my base right behind you.
Yep. Yeah, I was wondering. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. Nice quiet little location. Don't get too much foot traffic.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, I like to loot this little circle here too.
Yeah, yeah. I'll sit up on the roof and snipe the zombies in this little town. It's good practice.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. You want to?
Got that pond down there too.
Yeah, yeah. It looked like someone was trying to build something down there. Did you see like on the back?
Yeah, I did see like the pillars and whatever they were doing down there.
Yeah, yeah. They had some shelters and a couple of tents in the woods over there. I figured they were going to keep building it, but nobody. I never ran into anybody down there. I kept going down to check to see if I had new neighbors, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, you want to ride anywhere, or you just hoofing it from here?
Yeah, I can just hoof it, man. I just live across the road there, so
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
biggie.
Nice. Cool. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Just came across that thing. I was like, oh shit.
Nice. Nice.
But
Whereabouts?
yeah,
Whereabouts did you find it?
south,
Down.
down a little dirt road.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Down of south of Canopy, where I met you.
Yep,
Gotcha.
yep.
Sweet. Cool. Well,
Yeah, it was like at a dead end dirt road with a little house, and all the
gotcha.
broken meat of it was there also.
Nice. Nice. Cool. Thanks. Well, I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Yeah, no problem.
Aren't people so nice? There we go. We'll turn that down a little bit for you guys. Looks like we lost you, Haley Rogers. So that's why I tend to not want to add people on Discord. As I don't really know what it's about, but if I don't add them, they disappear off the feed. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm pretty new here, so I could be wrong. Just looking at a pattern. All right, let's do an inspection. Half a tank of fuel, radiator's good. Let's check the battery. Full battery, sweet. All right, let's see. I spooked a deer from the water here not too long ago. Well, nothing. All right, folks. Well, I think I'm going to cut this stream off here, and we'll pick it up probably a little bit later today. One for good measure. Oh, ooh. There we go. All right, folks. I think I'll be on a little bit later today. If anyone's watching this and wants to follow me, I'll figure out what we're doing next. Oh, I'm pretty slow. Where's this guy going? All right, folks, until next time. Thanks for tuning in.